And there we are, back again. So, last time we made the discovery that Duncan seems to have some issues with his memory. Now he's been sent on a side quest while a guy named Thel is gonna go research some memory healing magical herbs, and Duncan is gonna go take a trip to the Gleymdal Forest to retrieve an item for his king. Yeah. There you go. Finally, we're gonna get to fight something. Finally. That's the hero cave. It's like the... that is the actual first dungeon, I believe, in the first game, but can't access it here. Actual site of the legendary hero Trial's Cave, visited most recently by the legendary hero Duncan Forsyth himself. Now accepting reservations for our upcoming spelunking expedition and tour, hosted by none other than the adventurer of all trades, Rufus. Yeah. If I remember correctly, there's gonna be a bunch of places that you could visit in the first game but can't in Treasure of Memories. And they're all gonna be like blocked because Rufus is doing like some tourism tour there or something. There really is a big tree fallen. There really is a big tree fallen here, but it's a freaking forest full of trees. All I have to do is walk around, right? Correct. Ooh. There we go. Now, usually the narrator would now help us out here, but because I have tutorial tips off, I don't... He will be appearing. They will be appearing. Do you have any skills? No, you are skillless. Skill issue. Right, there was more difficult thing. No, it wasn't. It very much wasn't. We have, I've got, thanks to my super save file, I have like the most powerful items in the game already, so we don't have to worry too much about monster encounters. We can just speed through here and focus more on the story. The classic giant rat enemy. You are alone. Who are you talking to? I almost forgot that it still gets stronger. That will come in handy. Yeah, that's neat. They comment now on the characters now comment on the items that they're gonna get from the monster encounters. You know, it's like, it seems so basic, but like it's one of it's the little things. It's the little things. They didn't do that before in their very old games. Oh, I was just getting warmed up. Ah yeah, free stuff. Of course we have to make sure that we try to interact with everything to not miss out on any fun texts. Owie, anyone got a potion for me? Owie. Also something that wasn't the case in the previous games, you could fight multiple enemies. Ah. Ha. One. It was not even a scratch. Rusty sword was found. Ow, my toe. I think I stopped it when kicking at monsters behind. I totally thought that monsters would have dropped something. I was wrong. Ah, is anyone else? Yeah. Spoiler, but like once we because the thing that's like unique about our Treasure of Memories is that you're gonna have a party of characters and it's just playing one. And they're also gonna bicker and just talk with each other, which is nice. Give me a second, I'm gonna catch my breath. On the plus side, they didn't leave anything bad behind either. The sign reads, maybe you should save your game. I wonder what that means. Yeah. This is a healing water that just heals you all your stats up, but I believe this type of healing water is supposed to be a reference to our short tales, because there your main way of healing up your character was also through healing water. There were like places, wells, or just water sources that were special and had healing water in them. I think we'll be fine. I say this, if I die here, that would be embarrassing. A werewolf. Do you think that's simple, Duncan? Haha, missed. Oh, the boss music. It's so good. I think I need a break. Now that feels a bit better. I gained a level, that's great. And we got the Entoque ring. Gross, I mean great, but gross. I assume referring to the blood now splattered all over. This must be the ring I came for. I wonder what's so special about it. So it was a werewolf that attacked the king. Jeez, I hope it wasn't my old friend Chinpo. Really? You still feel like some sort of connection to that guy that ate one of your other friends? Right. So, back to the castle. Of course, we have to always check the item description. Special. Key spear. Fizzy and weird looking as usual. Strange aftertaste. Entoque ring. King Entoque's ring. I wonder why it's so special. Wait. Down here, in the first game, there was a Sorcerer outpost. I think Rufus also, yeah, there's a shield. Actual historical building where an old Sorcerer outpost existed. Legendary hero Duncan Forsyth was here. Daily tours offered only in the springtime. Come back and see the sights and learn the tales of history for yourself. Hosted by our talented guide master, Rufus. Yeah. Back we are home. Hello, I got your ring. Ah, Duncan. Is that my ring? You tell me. Indeed it is. Wonderful. Now thou canst simply take the ring to Thel Indicor. He may borrow it for as long as he needs it. Thel Indicor. The man you visited in the town of Nikal, just north of this castle. Of course, I remember. I was just checking to see if you guys remembered. Uh-huh. Sure. Well then, off I go. Cute petite house. You've brought me the Entoque ring. Wonderful. Now let's see here. What are you doing there? Decrypting some secret code from the ring? I once read a book about that. There was this special map on the ring. and the ring was specially designed so that the main character could communicate only with... Actually, I'm just finishing my lunch. I love chocolate. chowder. Now back to business. Where was I? The ring. Ah, yes, the ring. Secret decoding? What? Don't speak nonsense. This ring does unlock a hidden secret, but you'll find out about that in a bit. I suggest you hold onto it and keep it safe. You'll need it soon enough in your journey. Okay. However, I have finished my research on where the magical herb on this continent lies. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I played Treasure Fairies, but I think that was in the Phrygian or Phrygian Falls, northwest of Entoque continent. It was a monster camp back in our ocean of time, but now it should be safe. Great, I think. Where is it? It appears to be located in the northwest area of the Entoque continent, in a place named the Phrygian Falls. Ah, see, I was correct. Phrygian Falls, got it. I'm on my way. Anything else? Forgetting something? You're staring at me. What's wrong? It seems you forgot that no one can visit the northern part of the continent ever since the Great Wheelbarrow incident. You would know something about that, Duncan, would you? The what? It would take too long to explain. Anyway, you must find a way to reach the northern part of Entoque. But how? Give me a moment while I make sure. So the Great Wheelbarrow, so this is a joke. This is like a... It's, it will never be explained what exactly it was. I remember a long time ago I read like a really silly comic that J-Bot himself made that was sort of about the incident, but even in that comic it's never really explained what exactly it was. Just that Duncan is responsible for it. That's all we gotta know. Ah yes, here it is. What? Again, cliche line. There's an old passageway underneath the Entoque River. Right, there was an old sewage system or something. Arhaeldem underwater ways or something, dating back to the days of Arhaeldem. Well, apparently a series of aqueducts was built on the east side of the river. I've never seen anything there. I'm surprised if you had. Apparently, the only way to gain entrance is by using a certain heirloom that has been passed through the generations of the Entoque royal family. Really? Because you see bits of what like Entoque was like before the great calamity of Arhaeldem, when back it was a city like 2,000 years ago, and there were no kings or royal families. There was no castle, at least on this continent. Maybe a royal family, but the Entoque castle didn't exist back then. So that's odd. Can you guess what the heirloom is, Duncan? Did King Entoque's long shots? I knew there was a reason he had me to watch them, so Duncan is getting hard flashbacks to doing his king's laundry. No, it is the Entoquian ring you have just acquired. Oh, how convenient. I guess that makes a bit more sense. So now all you need to do is find the Arhaeldem Aquaducts, head north to the Phrygian Falls to retrieve the Iron Herb. Iron Herb? Oh, the magical herb to restore my memory? Excellent, I'm off to Phrygian Falls. Indeed we are. Yes. Bridge to the northern part of the continent is under repair since the Great Wheelbarrow incident. Many apologies while we get it fixed. Entoque maintenance group. Of course, right here somewhere. Ah, there we go. There's a hole. The Entoquian ring begins to glow and starts to stairs begin to reveal themselves. The music is great. Since no one has been down here in ages, I can only imagine that any monster still down here would have to be a bit strong. It's it may not be a bad idea to head back to Nikal and stock up on potions and maybe some antidote, just in case. Yeah, there's gonna be spiders down here. I really hope I'm using the best armored weapons available. You are. Trust me. Trust me. I suppose I could check that out in the arms shop. Come to think of it, there could be a lot of monsters in here. This might take 2 trips back to Nikal. No. Thanks to our super save file, we're good. I'm gonna save anyway, though. We should be good. Fish. Fish head. Ugh, looks like an entire body to me. Yeah, I think we're good. That's just me, and I thought it was common courtesy to drop stuff after you're defeated. Right, of course. There are lore tablets here. An ancient inscription says, "As the keepers of the aqueducts, it is our duty to maintaineth their waters formeth and wardeth the great city of Arhaeldem." Yeah. I'm sure they met a great and not so terrible end here. The aqueduct keepers. Spectre, oh no. Are you one of the guys that worked here, or the remains? Ow. 100? Despite me wearing the best armor in the game, that is actually pretty impressive. Owie, anyone got a potion for me? Ah, there we go. Well, 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 look at what that monster dropped. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. An ancient inscription says, "If the bridge should fail, thou shouldst pull the lever in the eastern room." Convenient. Perish. I hope that was worth it. Please tell me they dropped something. You think that's usable? I mean, it was in our enemies' pockets. There's a bridge here. It's supposed to be there. There we go, spiders. And also, they can poison Duncan, which is not so great. Okay, very good, Duncan, very good. Ow, ow, ow! Even if I was healed, it's still sore. Oh yeah, free stuff. Okay. The final section of the aqueducts was recently completed. During the excavation, we ran across quite a unique creature. Alright, there's gonna be a boss at the end of this monster dungeon. There always is. It seems quite harmless, so we have decided to care for it until we can find a new home. Yeah, it was a friendly creature. Unfortunately, kind of so the story, if I remember correctly, that the people that worked at these aqueducts, they worked here, and then Tsilon went mad in Arhaeldem, and the creature that they had cared for, that just read about, noticed something was terribly wrong and would not allow any of the people to leave the aqueducts to keep them safe, which unfortunately also caused them to die here. And I really wonder if those specters we see here are those very aqueduct workers. Which is pretty depressing, but that's Arvale, honestly. It's like, it has cool story bits and lore, but if you think about it a bit too much and puzzle the pieces together, you get a pretty tragic tale sometimes. If you overthink everything like I do. We have named the creature Goro for the unique way it tries to communicate with us. We have begun growing quite rapidly. We don't need to stock up on more food during our next trip to Arhaeldem. That's not ominous at all. Stone helm was fun. Well, that's got to be the most uncomfortable armor I can think of. Stone armor. Okay, so now we got the bridge. Goro was behaving odd and whimpering at the northern exit. Yeah. I would do too if I was Goro, after seeing what Tsilon, or Mad Tsilon, had just done. We senteth a guard out to checketh what had occurred. Something strange hath happened in Arhaeldem. Our guard is a bright flash and claims that flame hath come from the city. He also claims to have seen Tsilon the dragon fly away from the city. Yeah. The calamity of Arhaeldem. We still cannot head out towards Arhaeldem as Goro is still blocking the entrance. Since we have run out of food, he hath also become quite aggravated. For now, we shall lock him up for protection. In the meantime, we shall head out to the southern half of the continent to try and hunt for food. Let us pray that we find it some. We also pray that Goro will be okay. Oh wait, so they were able to leave. But these might still be the specters of the Arhaeldem Aquaduct workers. Hey, that was kind of fun. Let's do that again. No, let's not. That's kind of the person you find, like, ghosts of the long deceased. Alright. Let's check out that room. You got the aqueduct key. Well, that's convenient. We have not heard anything from Arhaeldem since. Yeah. It also seems our new friend Goro will not allow us to go out to check. We have become quite protective of us now. After seeing the calamity that had occurred in Arhaeldem, like Goro saw it, right? He was at the northern entrance and an ancient inscription says, "Thou wouldst be foolish to not save thy game now." What an odd thing to inscribe on a stone. Oh look, they got statues of Tsilon here, that's nice. Hi Goro. Man. What a depressing tale. Whoa. This guy's huge. Also, it's quite a big deal, but we got the best armor in the game with the best sword and the best shield and the best everything. We're gonna be fine. Haha. Critical down. Well, this is also just something nice about Treasure of Memories. Like, if you only play Treasure of Memories, you're gonna just not be able to understand so much of the story, or like there's just so much you wouldn't be able to piece together. Like, you miss out so much on the narrative, the things that have happened. Ah, convenient. Now the bridge is fully optional again. The Entoque bridge is now fully operational. We apologize for the wait and thank you for your kind patience. Entoque management group. How oddly convenient. Okay. Oh, I can go to desert. Wait. See, this is why I needed to play Arvale Treasure Memories again. There's some things I definitely missed out on. Oh, I don't think I was here before. This place looks dangerous. Monsters everywhere, not to mention I'm not a big fan of sand. I don't feel like wandering around aimlessly in the desert for no reason. Perhaps I should come back here when I have a really good reason for doing so. Sorry, Duncan, but I control your every action. What is this place called? Zomfot Dessert. It looks like a sealed up well. What should I do? Hit it, push it, leave it. I'm gonna leave it, and I'm gonna save my game now, and see what will happen. Let's push it. The well doesn't move despite your greatest efforts. Alright, then we will use brute force. Duncan grabs his garden spade, yes, and gives the seal a good whack. Oh hell yeah. In our Journey of Illusion, Duncan uses his spade as a weapon. It's the weakest weapon in the entire game, but it's also unbreakable. And it's your starter or failsafe weapon. You can actually find it again in Arvale 2 Ocean of Time in the Entoque's castle or garden. DeMenchev just takes it, even though I don't think he should have. The stone says access to the main well is restricted as long as 3 auxiliaries wells remain sealed. It looks like a sealed up well. What shall I do? Alright, so we have to hit it. Duncan grabs his garden spade and gives the seal a good whack. Alright, time to give him a good whack. Alright, that should be all of them. I will save my game, even though I'm pretty sure we will be completely fine. The stone says, if thou wishest to open the main well, be sure to save thy game first. Not a bad idea. Do you know what that means, Duncan? Looks like a sealed up well. You're gonna be using brute force. With the might of the garden spade. Oh, what an interesting flower. I've never seen this species before. No, that's why. I like how disappointed. Like, Duncan was so fascinated. Then there's the immeasurable disappointment upon seeing it's not a normal flower but just a monster. Masquerading as one.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
You see if there's some votes. What is this? There is a note in here too. You received the Zomfot manuscript. Ugh, ancient Entoquian is a headache. But the gist of it is, this Zomfot garden spade was used to tend to Zomfot Park from the very beginning of the project up until the very end. And it symbolizes the preciousness of tending to the garden and maintaining nature. Similar to how a true government, such as Arhaeldem, should tend to its citizens and let its citizens flourish, just as this Zomfot Park does. Alright. DeMenchev travels to Entoque during the time of dragons, before the calamity. There was no desert. Oh, that's so nice, but that's so sad and so tragic, but that's so nice. Duncan's actually a descendant of one of the Arhaeldem people, or one of the survivors. Blind. So gardening might be literally in his blood. I love gardening. I think that Lady Arhaeldem would love to see this. Let's bring it back. Oh, there's somebody in Arhaeldem you know? Well, I suppose we weren't supposed to be here just yet. But man... Oh, that must be also like a depressing sight for Tsilon to see, to look outside instead of seeing the glorious, beautiful park. It turned into a desert, full of monsters. Generally, the entire seeing Arhaeldem in ruins, that must have been like hitting him really hard. Welcome to the newly rebuilt City of Arhaeldem. Wheelbarrow! You confess to the wheelbarrow your fascinations with the lead mandolin player from Crossbows and Lotuses. You know, I have played Arvale 2 Ocean of Time a lot. And I've almost always 100%ed the game, except there is one side quest. And I think that's a bug, probably, that I just cannot seem to complete. You have to retrieve a loot or an instrument for a bard from taking it from another, much more assholery, selfish bard, but you can't. You can meet this selfish bard, but it gives you no tips how to retrieve that loot, and I think you're supposed to kill the bard to get his loot, but a battle is never instigated even after you try to sort of force, or at least after DeMenchev tries to sort of somewhat politely take his loot from him, which I don't know, it sucks, but like I wonder if this is supposed to be a reference to that side quest. Like I really wonder how it would end if you would actually never know how that side quest had ended. I know you're supposed to, in the walkthrough, I found an ancient walkthrough, you're supposed to pry the loot from the bard's dead hands, but I never managed to figure out a way to do that. Alright, hello, who are you? These new citizens of Arhaeldem are all missing out on the new government jobs that will be created, like the bureaucrat, I believe it was called. Can't wait to become one, it sounds like a wonderful job. Ooh. You're not letting me check out your cool shelf. This guy has far too much food for one person. This guy has far too many dishes for one person. Can you like share a little bit? No commentary on the flowers? Oh. Right. So, this is, I know this, even my first time playing Clash of Armies, I knew who this statue is gonna be, because when you play Ocean of Time, you travel through time, you see a bunch of places and how they look through multiple time periods, and in the very far future, Arhaeldem, the city of Arhaeldem, has two statues at the front gates. One of Blint and one of Duncan, and this one has to be written from Blint. This statue is a remembrance of the hero of Arhaeldem, Blint, who bravely protected the city when it was under attack by the great dragon Tsilon. It wasn't his fault, he got brain poisoned. What a brave man, that Blint fellow, if only he had some descendants alive today. Lamau. I may be related to him. He could have been a creep. So what? Save the world? Maybe you are. Don't make me laugh. Could have been a creep, no he wasn't. No way, he was a hero. It says right here on the stone. So what? Save the world? Pfft, what are you, a god like you would never understand. I like this town, so much energy being put into it. I remember searching Arhaeldem left and right to try and find Tsilon somewhere, but he just isn't there. Well, maybe I missed him somehow, but like, I remember trying to find him, it just isn't there. No friendly dragon. Bucket. Hey, I can see my reflection in this bucket. And I'm still wondering what happened to my beard. Don't we all? Duncan stares at the bag for a few moments. Oh, that's all. Chest. 7 clover. I think that's an item that lets you heal multiple people at once. Hello. Alright, go around the long way. There aren't any other kids to play with here, but Mommy says that will change very soon. I sure hope so. Here my Teddy is getting bored. Ugh. Hello. What a wonderful little city to raise my child in. So many exciting opportunities she wouldn't have had anywhere else. Oh, that's sweet. Ooh, Cephal-tea. Nice choice. No, I kind of regret making that funny short now. Made that... Not my size, yeah, I imagine so. Nah, they're all red-colored books. Nothing interesting in those. You judge a book by its cover? No, I judge a book by its color. I've never read any interesting books that were red-colored. Uh-huh. Kind of regret making that short now. I guess it wasn't accurate at all. Ooh, a scholar? This was the house of the legendary... Yes, right! Wow, you sure redecorated. This it used to look a lot more decrepit. This was the house of the legendary hero of Arhaeldem, Blind. May I help you with something? Who was Blind? You should know. Who are you? I'm a scholar. Well, I was right. The legendary hero of Arhaeldem, Blind, was the protector of Arhaeldem many centuries ago when the city was under attack by a dragon named Tsilon. I've heard this story before. Yes, you have. But Tsilon was a nice dragon, wasn't he? I can see you've done your homework. It seems that Tsilon was poisoned by an evil person named Gryphon. See, there we go. I remember my Arvale. Ah yes, Gryphon went to found the company named Sorself. Correct again. You are very familiar with the subject. Are you impressed? You have no idea. Gryphon hit the 4 dragons of the world. Oh. So there were really only ever 4 dragons? Gryphon hit the 4 dragons of the world and began siphoning their natural magic powers. Sorself kept the dragons heavily sedated so they could take the siphoned magic and bottle it into magic potions. You could buy them in any item shop. And to keep the public from the truth, they fooled the citizens of Entoque into a dragon quest to keep Tsilon, the head dragon, asleep every decade or so. Precisely, until very recently when a foolish gardener who shall remain nameless was coaxed into the dragon quest. The gardener somehow found out about the truth after a long, complex quest traveling across the world and began waking up all 4 dragons. He eventually defeated the leader of Sorself, who was still alive after all these centuries, staying alive on Sorself age-enhancing potions. Well, that's a fancy way to say it. They can just call them youth potions. Pretty exciting story, actually. Have you heard it? Yes, I have. In fact, I think that an excellent story was composed based on it by the name of Arvale, Journey of Illusion. Are you familiar with the work? You have no idea! Are you dumb, Duncan? You do this every time we meet. Ah, sorry, I have this problem with my memory, you see. I'll let you get back to studying then. The helmet of Blint, so much history. So this is the fireplace of a hero. You realize this most likely wasn't here when Blint was alive. Don't ruin the moment like that. Oh, the bed looks like just like yours. Yeah, that looks just like my bed. I card next to the bottle reads, actual bottles used by the hero Blint. I don't buy it. I don't think a salty orc as the last week brew existed back then. But the salty orc sure did. The salty orc is ancient. That's the pub in Diaz, the one where it's rumored they put the beverage into the local town well to get people hooked to beverage. It's the home of the famous warrior and hero of Arhaeldem Blint. Please wipe your shoes before entering. Well, Duncan leans over the edge of the well and looks down. The water is so far down that Duncan actually begins to feel dizzy. Oh, that's neat. Did we explore everything outside? No, we haven't. Dog. 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 Oh, you just walk around. Okay. Hello. So much history has happened here. It's so much to take it all at once. Yeah. You tell me. You vent your frustrations to the wheelbarrow. Classic. Pot. Will there be items in the pot? This pot reminds me of something. The last 10 pots you examined? Perhaps. I was thinking something a little more unique. Like the time when my father, drunken, taught me how to save up clipped bushes while gardening and storing in a pot. Such as this for much later on. But you're right, this isn't that pot. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, honestly, Duncan's father sounds really sweet. Taught him all about gardening together with Phyllis, which is like a botanist in Blue Harbor. Ooh, I love this stuff. Corn, wheat, what is it? Gold! Really, Duncan? What? This thing is scary. It's a scarecrow, that's the point. It's supposed to scare animals with little intelligence. Like us, crows are pretty smart. Hey, I'm not a crow. Yeah, well, this is really nice. This is also such something I love about Arvale. This is completely and entirely optional. You could just head right for the story and ignore everything. Or you can explore the world and learn more about the characters. We shall enter the great city of Arhaeldem. Or its left/rebuild of it. So many new opportunities for trade. I can't believe they're considering a new style of government too. So exciting for business. Yeah, monarchy is pretty outdated. You know, still have a monarchy even like centuries in the future. At least in Entoque. Maybe it's not a real monarchy. Who knows? The reconstruction is on hold while the bosses discuss how to accommodate the new government offices. I think they were called. Sounds strange to me. Locked. Wheelbarrow. We discussed the economic crisis in Garga with the wheelbarrow. Ooh, they have an economic crisis? Garga is like a huge continent and also one that has republic. Or democracy instead of your usual monarchies. When a brand new city soon to be When a brand new city soon to be a brand new government, perhaps I can petition to start a brand new don't. Stone shield was found. That sounds awful. Stone armor. Ugh. This looks new. I could swear there were stairs here before. Yeah, there were. There very much were. Honestly, this new city is quite dull. There isn't much to do for entertainment yet. The pub gets old quite fast. Perhaps I should petition for an entertainment club like the one which the Downton Poet had before the incident. Yeah, the Great Wheelbarrow incident. That Duncan definitely has no idea about what could have possibly occurred. So many new designs and plans for development. It's hard to decide which part we shall add to the city next. It's so handy given It's so handy having the book DeMenchev's 9 Principles of Modern Architecture, because of course. Okay, like for those who don't know, DeMenchev is like responsible for half of Arvale's books, like responsible for pretty much all scientific or non-fictional books in Arvale. I don't know how he even managed to do that. He has more knowledge than a human should be capable of having. And how does he write so many books too? Like, he goes on research adventures all the time. Where does he find the time? Readily available. That's how we were able to restore the city so quickly. DeMenchev, what an architecture, that's nice. What an architecture? It's true that DeMenchev lived centuries ago, but his ideas and thoughts are still relevant today. I wonder why. Definitely not because of any time-traveling shenanigans. It's actually a bit eerie how precise some of his calculations are, especially when some of the measurements devices didn't exist during his time. Almost seems like he was able to travel to the future to check things out and then wrote about it. Weird. Or maybe it's just an updated copy? Ah, yes, that makes sense. I suppose that could be it. Still. Yeah. DeMenchev? Oh, come now. Everybody knows who the great philosopher, thinker, scientist, and adventurer DeMenchev was. He basically invented everything, also referred to as DM. Oh, DM! That DeMenchev, right, I've heard of him. I think I even read a few of his books on gardening. You have. You very much have. Pretty good ideas, if a bit elementary. Way ahead of its time, though. Yeah. So this is where we have the shop. Not that we are gonna buy anything, but you know. That's my daddy. He runs the shop. I love my daddy. This is the best item shop. He gives me free treats when I say that. Oh, can I not talk to you? Oh, weird. Display packs. All smart shopkeepers use them. Tss. The crate is full of dust and splinters. Dragon declines to investigate further. Aside from being a thinker, philosopher, and scientist, DeMenchev, and adventurer, and researcher, DeMenchev was also a really good barrel player. One time, we tried to play one, we got a splinter, which is funny. Hello. I'm considering becoming an adventurer. I just read the Rufus's Book of Wealth. Be rich and awesome like me. Well, I don't think I can afford all this gear he lists. Oh, this is like every goddamn YouTube tutorial how to DIY stuff. If I could hold two swords like that, I wouldn't need a shield. If it looks empty, feels empty, tastes empty, and smells empty, it must be. This witty narration. Hey! Sorry, you're right, it's empty. And pub. Oh, we need to make Duncan sleep sometimes. Because, I never do this usually, but in Ocean of Time, when you make DeMenchev sleep sometimes, there's like a secret cutscene or dream cutscene that could play. And I wonder if this is the case for Treasure of Memories as well. Actually, let's try. Oh wait. Yeah, sure, walk around. Ah, there we go. Hello? Oh, a customer! Would you like to stay the night? It's only 50 gold. Would I like to rest? I'm tired, I'll stay. Yeah, let's see if something happens. Well, that's the old music that played during the first game when you slept. That's sweet. Pub! Ooh, it's quite busy in here. Meh, as long as we don't work, we don't get paid, right? We need more work. I have to pay for this drink somehow. Look, fellas, we can't start working on anything until the engineers have finished the design plans. But we construction workers are getting bored, boss. We need something to do. Check this out. What is this? Oh, this is the lady. we should have visited Arhaeldem before we went into that desert. What is this? I thought I told you I didn't want a garden spade. And this is ancient Entoque writing. Yeah, all these thieves, thous and dies and dimes. Yes, I see. Well, I guess I was wrong. This Zomfot spade is the perfect symbol for a new government. I skipped the dialogue. No, I get it a lot. Well, please accept my apologies and my sincere thanks. You have done our city a great favor. As a token of our gratitude, please take this small gift. You received a bronze sword. Oh, and I believe you have earned this as well. You received 500 gold. Wow, thank you. You gave the Zomfot spade and the Zomfot mask. Wait, I shouldn't have done that. You should have checked the description. Believe me, for what you have done for the city, this is the least I can give you. Thank you once again. That is a level 12. Ooh, nice, but we're gonna load. Head back. And now, items, because we gotta always check. Why is it lagging? We always gotta check the. Whoa, the hell? Zomfot spade. It's quite a lovely garden spade. Centuries ago, it was used to tend to the garden of Zomfot Park. Zomfot manuscript. Ancient Entoquian, but the gist is the spade was used to tend to Zomfot Park. Oh. Can't use it. Alright. Check this out. There you go. And this, gold, and an extra level. Nice. Hello. Sure, some decisions about the government and whatnot gotta be made, but that ain't the real reason why we ain't construction anything. Oh, why ain't you? The problem is, we're dangerously low on construction materials. So low that even if we get the go-ahead from the big bosses, we don't have enough to construct anything. Well, that's why everything is so barren. Why don't you just get some new materials? Wear it that easy. You see, everything has to go by protocol. It takes massive amount of paperwork and legwork just to put an order in. And with this new government, many of the suppliers are a bit wary of doing business with Arhaeldem. come to think of it, an order was put in weeks ago. We're still waiting on it. It should already be in the port of Diaz. I wonder what the holdup is. Are you going somewhere with this? I have a really short attention span. Oh, Duncan, no. Well, you do have memory problems after being exposed to the cursed artifact. Ah, sorry. I can get a bit long-minded at times. Could you head up to Diaz and check out around a man named Axel? He's supposed to be in charge of the shipment. Axel, I love that bard. Sure, I could check. I don't know if this is supposed to be a reference to that one quest in Ocean of Tide, and I never managed to finish. Like, yeah. I think you're thinking of a different Axel. This guy is just in charge of shipping supplies to various companies. Or is this a reference to a real person? Sure, I could check. Great, I knew I could count on you. Talk to Axel and Diaz and ask him about the shipment for materials from Pike to Arhaeldem. Axel, Diaz, Pike, Arhaeldem. Write that down, all of it. No problem. If you run into any problems, please try and sort them out. Do anything you can to get those materials here. Thanks. Pike! That's an interesting town to make business with Arhaeldem, because that's where Blind spent the rest of his life in after he left Arhaeldem and isolated himself for a while afterwards in the wilderness. Because after he quote-unquote saved Arhaeldem, what was left of it anyway, he isolated himself in the wild of Stygia, and eventually a mining town started to form nearby where he resided as a hermit. He was like, you know what, maybe I should spend my rest of the life in that town and start a normal life again, and that's what he did. Well, excuse me, I'm very sorry, I'm new to this job. I'm not quite used to working and talking at the same time. Don't believe all this foolish nonsense about new government, this new changes that. It'll end up in that aristocracy, just as the Court of Kaita always does. I don't know, I kinda like it. I like the feeling that we might actually be able to make some kind of change in the world. Kaita and its mess of royal family drama. The continent is like a constant war, pretty much, because the many royal families are trying to, you know, spread their power, especially the Davidians, who are known to be especially violent. Exactly, same amount of downtime too, I imagine. Fighting leviathans and pirates really doesn't happen as often as you think. You should come sail with the trade. So it sounds pretty similar to the construction work, just on the ocean. We should have talked to this guy first. Hello, do you have beverage for me? Sorry, a little backed up at the moment. We've also chosen yeah, no we don't. Okay, you don't. What am I going to do? Quests. Pass through Arhaeldem Aquaducts and the Fusion Funds. Right. We wanted to the Phrygian Falls. We kinda got sidetracked. Alright, we're gonna make our way there. And end it for today.